We have a beautiful day at the beach. Kids playing. It's a little bit windy, a little bit cloudy. And a lot of people would say, wow, that looks so nice. But also it's a little bit artificial. And look at these tall buildings. This area is way overbuilt. And it's actually a man-made area. We have some birds, which is nice, but where are the turtles? Where are the seals? We don't have any of those. And even on the beach, we have too many people that this area that used to be good for animals is no longer good for animals. So just want to tell you, we don't have too few people, we have too many. So welcome to the Excellent Universe channel. How are you doing? Welcome back. If you're here for the first time, welcome. And this channel is to help you get a good idea of how to have a good planet, peaceful planet, and cooperation between countries, and safe water, and better health, better air, much less pollution in the atmosphere and in the ground. And if you just all like and subscribe and thumbs up and do a comment, then YouTube will share these ideas with other people. And please, you can also do it. You know, you can share videos, because we're not headed in a good direction. We keep overpopulating the planet, which, you know, what do you think wars are all about and millions of people dying? It's when they're upset because a lot of times people are causing trouble, and it seems like there's just too many people for too few resources, and then they try to grab other land, other resources, and or, you know, it might just start with one person stealing something, or, you know, killing somebody else in a different country can start a war. So it's just terrible, and we have to we got to rearrange society that respects individual rights, human rights, by law, in a much better way, and slowly reduce our population so we stop poisoning the planet, because we're less healthy than people in the younger, I should say the older generations. People in the past were healthier than us. They walked much more than we do, and so a lot of this modern technology is not helping. But anyway, I'm here to help you have a much easier time on this planet, and we're going to have a much better planet. Okay, so thanks for watching. And as I said, YouTube will share these ideas if you click on the thumbs up button, and especially if you comment, like, subscribe, and share this video. So thanks. So I was making the point about, you know, this place looks beautiful, but you have to look at things in a different way from now on. So when you see concrete, you know, those buildings are made out of concrete. We dug up the planet, ground it up, extracted a lot of resources. First of all, that polluted the atmosphere, also destroyed natural habitat. And our atmosphere is getting worse. It's actually getting thicker, because instead of what it's mostly nitrogen and oxygen are the main components, but we keep digging up and pumping things out of the ground which are very heavy, and then by combusting them, burning them in different vehicles with diesel, gasoline, and coal and the power plants and so on and so forth, we're putting heavy elements, mostly carbon, mixing it with oxygen. We got carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and nitrous oxide, and anyway, things that are heavier than the normal oxygen and nitrogen that get into the air, and so our atmosphere is denser, and a denser blanket on the planet, that's what's capable of causing warming, which if we're headed into an ice age, which doesn't appear, it seems like we're leaving our ice age, and people are not really sure what causes all the cycles. But if we're leaving an ice age and we're getting warmer, we don't want a thicker blanket. This area, which looks so nice right now, we expect it to be underwater. So take a look. Caused by these tall buildings and too many people on the planet, and not doing things in a sustainable way. And what sustainable means is you can do it for years and years. There's no limit on how long you can do something that's sustainable without causing big disasters. But what we're doing right now is not sustainable. So what you saw there is gonna be gone. It'll have to be seriously reworked, because otherwise it'll be underwater. So although the space is not going to be gone, but it will either be underwater, or they're gonna have to do some serious engineering. But that's not a solution for all of the land all around the world, which is a lot of it is going to be underwater. And when there are big storms, then whatever barriers we have to the storms will be overcome. And it's been happening for centuries, actually, that people want more land, but we're getting less land. And so I encourage those people who are heading out to other planets, and it's not a bad idea, because when something bad happens, like an asteroid hits this planet, it'll be good to have all the plants and animals already somewhere else, so they can come back and repopulate and replant planet Earth for as long as we can, until the sun will eventually get older, and unless we manage to move the planet Earth away from the expanding sun, then the Earth won't be really a very good place anymore. Of course, people can go underground, but eventually it's possible the sun will even reach out as far as the Earth. But that's probably hundreds of millions of years in the future, if not a billion years or more in the future. But anyway, in order to get there, we've got to move forward in a much smarter way than we are now. And a lot of it has to do with, as I said, just change the way you look at things. If you see concrete, don't think it's beautiful. See these tall buildings, it's glass and concrete. And, it's amazing. Sure, it's amazing. But it's actually doing this is what allowed our population density. And people, they run into a problem. They say, "Oh my gosh, housing is so expensive. We need to build more housing." Well, no, actually, they should say housing is so expensive because we have too many people, and we are creating too much pollution with all these people. And building this housing didn't solve the problem. It allowed people to have more children because they could save money on their housing, and it's an unending situation, except for people are finally catching on and they're slowing down. So thank you all, you're doing a good job, except for you people who are having more than 2 children. Any of you watching those TV shows about Octomom, or 13 and counting, or however many children these huge families are having, they're causing disasters, and don't promote that stuff. We got to celebrate having more space less traffic, less pollution. That's what we need to start celebrating. So if you're in the video or movie or television industry, think about that, and you got to start saying like, oh, okay, here's an amazing family. Look at this. Wow, a father and a mother, and they have an amazing marriage, and they're staying at home. Because guess what? Staying together and coming home every night to be with the children, and that is unusual now. It's actually not the case. And what did television do in the last 30 or 40 years? It tried to normalize broken up families. You take a look at it. A lot of the popular shows were about, although I would say the real popular shows actually had, a better family with the two parents, two natural, real parents of the children living together and, in a nice home, in a nice place. But a lot of the others were like, it's an adopted person, the mother left the children, or father left the children, remarriage, whatever, which is, it's just bad. We don't want to promote that. So that's another thing that you've got to, stop encouraging. You have to speak out. So we have to speak out about overcrowding, the price of everything being higher because of so many people, price of food. So I'm going to do another video very soon about the state of things in 2021. Right now, it's the end of the year, and so just hold on for that. But thank you very much for listening to this one about how to, look at things in a different way. You should be seeing trees and animals over here, and not so many people. Look at all the people that are, going around. A lot of them from countries which are extremely overcrowded, and that's why they're over here. And we got to tell them, like, why are you overcrowding here when you've already overcrowded your own country? Now you're coming over here. You've caused so much trouble, you want to leave. Well, how about you change your country to be better? So instead of encouraging all these, what a lot of countries do is encourage very intelligent, highly educated people from different countries to move. Hey, come move to the most industrialized, high-tech areas, and we'll pay you a lot. While the countries that they're leaving become disasters. That's called the brain drain. And maybe that's another topic. But anyway, you got to speak out about these things. What we're doing is not really good. So don't look at it as beautiful. Don't view it as beautiful any longer. View it as a problem. See that beautiful car? Oh, that's actually an ugly car. It's causing pollution, causing us so much trouble, causing cancer, and used a lot of mining and resources and diesel exhaust and pollution into the atmosphere to create all these vehicles. So don't view them as beautiful anymore. View somebody walking, if they're getting exercise and in good shape, that's a beautiful sight. Or view the plants and animals as beautiful, and what we're working to save, so that if we take care of them, we know that we're taking care of a planet that can be sustainable and keep us living and keep people living on the planet in the future. All right? So just do that. Thank you very much. Things are going to be a lot better. Okay, bye.